Alright, what's up nerds? Back with another video. So I made a deck I've been fucking around with, and I wanted to show it to you guys. So, let me just put this in the back over here. Alright, so, it is a Dragunity deck. So, it's a little bit of a weird one, I know, so you're gonna have to deal with me. So, basically, the idea behind the deck was to pump out the tuners as quick as possible, right? To try and get the tuners on first turn. So, I'm playing 3 Dragunity Primus Plius, so he can get a guy from the deck when he's normal or special summoned, which is pretty nice. 2200 beater, which is kind of cool. All these guys are pretty much the same, except for Kus. So Kus can be used as a 4-star. He doesn't have to be, which is kind of nice. And so he makes Ascalon, which we'll go into later. So that's for Dragunity stuff. So now, because he's at 1, obviously, play the 1 Tempest, because his card's broken. So now here's where the deck gets weird. So this is only temporary for now. When the new structure deck comes out, there will be tons of changes. But for now, I'm just fucking around with some stuff to just see what happens, right? So, I am playing 2 Dark Simorgh, 2 Simorgh of Darkness. For other darks, I also have 3 Fantastical Dragon Phantasmi, right? I personally like 1 Tech DD Crow. I've always been a huge DD Crow fan. This is dark, wing beast, all sorts of good stuff. Just kind of fits, so got the Crow. I thought this card was actually really good in here as well. So I really like Zephyros. There's a lot of different outs for him. He's a recurring wind beast. He's a dark, pretty broken. Since we play all these dark monsters, definitely play a dark armed, because fuck it, why not? And then fuck it, why not? Well, not fuck it, why not? Because this card's broken, Raz Dark Dispel. Even with the errata, doesn't matter. This card's still broken, still get it off a tomb, still the Yu-Gi-Oh! Plays can be made. So next up for the 1-ofs, 1 Foolish, 1 Gold Sark for the Tempest, 3 Dragon Ravines, and these are kind of like the standard things, right? So I play 3 Pot of Desires because I like how Jamie the Kid 00 said. He said, you can't think of the cards that you're banishing as like, oh, I would have missed this card or something, because chances are you probably wouldn't have drawn into those pieces anyway. So I like this card a lot. Don't know if 3 is probably not the right number, but I figured there's so many discard outlets that I can just discard them if they're dead. But that's why I'm playing so many of everything for the monsters, because if I do hit them off the banish, I want to be able to have the backup. So next up, this is where the deck gets weird, and by weird I mean bad. So I really like Cost Down. I think this card is fucking really hilarious, and especially hilarious when you could bump Missile Dint down to a normal summon and Prius down to a normal summon. If you have this card in your hand, so this guy, whenever something is tribute summoned, you can bring him out. So you've got a bunch of targets now for him. I thought that this card was really fun. It lets you do some pretty silly synchro plays as well, so just all around kind of fun. I personally like Double Summon as well, but Double Summon is definitely not as good as Cost Down, so that's why there's only 2 of them. And then the last card is a Regeki, because I just wanted monster removal, and so I put monster removal in the deck. So the deck is 40 cards exactly, no traps. I thought about playing Icarus attacks, but I don't know. So for links, Halifibrax is broken, and then Simorgh, Bird of Sovereignty. So I'm thinking with Halifibrax, I might run I don't know yet. I might drop the Regeki for like a Blackwing tuner. So when I come out, I can bring out a tuner, because a Blackwing tuner, because it's also a wing beast for Simorgh. But I'm not really sure if I want to go into that, deep down into that. For XYZ, 1 Force Focus and 1 Attune. I wasn't really sure if I should play another Attune or I should play Volcanosaurus or something. I think Force Focus is good. It negates monster effects. It's 2,800, pretty big. So then the rest, I play a lot of the Dragunity stuff. So Ascalon, basically, when he dies, he can get back another Dragunity synchro. So that means we play the full board of Dragunity synchros. So Gaybolg, Barcha, Trident, and Gaydurg. And then obviously got to have the Vadrianas to start to start everything off. But I like it because it's more of like a toolbox Dragunity where you've got synchros that actually do other stuff. That's kind of fun. One of the things I think is best, I really love Trident, so he can get rid of your send extra deck monsters to the graveyard, which I think is really nice. I also, where is it, this guy? No, that's not that one. Is it this one, Barca? Yeah, so when this guy is... Let's see. Synchro summon, you could select any number of dragon type Dragunity monsters in graveyard, equip them to this card, 300 attacks for each one. So this guy is just like my beat over everything. I kind of like him a lot. I know these cards aren't good, but I'm hoping the Dragunity structure deck gives us just like a tiny little something, right? And then, obviously, since I play the Halfibrax, I play Formula, and then I didn't really know what else to fucking close this out with, so I said, fuck it, if I'm going to play Formula, I'm going to play level 8s and shit, like, fuck it, I'm going to play Stardust, like... make Shooting Star. Fuck it. Like, whatever. Why not? Fuck it. If you have suggestions for what I want to play, let me add them, because I want to hear them. I thought about Appaloosa and Savage Boral and all, like, the standard stuff, but I wanted to try and make a Dragunity something that was, like, actual Dragunities. And, I think I really like the Simorgh stuff, because then if you make this guy... So the nice thing about this deck is this card can use any it's a Link 3, so it's 2 Links and 1 Wing Beast, which is, I think, the best part about this deck, because you can just leave a Dux on board or a Prius on board or something, and boom. Now you've got, in the end phase, you can end with whatever you're going to go off with, and in the end phase, you give them one of these, bloop, bloop, drop that, bloop, bloop, and then it's just like, wait a second. Wait a second, hold up a second. So, I think that this is just a really silly deck. I think this card's going to go up in price. Apex Avian is already a ridiculous amount of money. Maybe I will pick up Apex Avians. But that's also another really busted card with this. With this, you could pop up Apex Avian in the end phase and then just fucking proceed to infinite loop. Yeet! So, that's it for the deck. I am digging it. And let's just do a quick little... not power shuffle, draw a hand. Cost down, Dux, Ravine, Darkness Metal. Not that terrible, honestly. Not terrible at all. So maybe like, Ravine, and then probably ditch a cost down because I don't need it, and then do this and plays, and I've got all sorts of stuff. So not terrible. Let's see, if I got second, I would have drawn a Mistleton. Oh, I would have had the Yu-Gi-Ohs. All right, so... that's this deck. I had a lot of fun making it. Last night, I was just like, kind of depressed, and I was like, fuck it, let me just like put cards together. And I think I made something kind of cute. So that's it. I'm excited for the new Dragunity structure deck. It's going to be fucking hype, and that's it for now.